Hey guys, it's Juice 5000. I told you guys I was going to do a video when I got the rebuild kit in, and it just came in. I just unboxed everything pretty much, and you know, the connecting rod and the piston come in the box, but I figured I'd take that all off for you so you guys could see. It looks pretty good. Look at the rings. I haven't checked anything yet. I haven't put the rings in here and checked the end gap, so on. But it actually got a chrome ring. I assume that's the chrome moly ring, as stated in one of these, I believe. Yeah, chrome ring goes in on top, groove, bevel goes up. I mean, it tells you everything there. I haven't put the rod on the crank. I haven't done anything. I just opened the kit because I wanted to show you guys what you're getting with the kit here. Now this is points, and I was looking at it, I'm like, these don't look right. But the problem is, you got to take your old points, you got to take off your mount base, which I'm going to have to go find the points. I think they're outside in the bucket when the guy took it all apart. They give you a spark plug. I don't know, I haven't opened this yet. It's probably just a cheapy plug, which I'm using Autolite anyway. Well, let's see what it looks like. Instafire. It looks pretty good. Looks like a spark plug. But I'll keep it as a spare. Might need it sometime. So, the kit, you get new connecting rod, you get a new piston. Piston looks pretty good. Looks just like the old one, except hopefully it's not all wore out. Let's stick that in here. Yeah, a little bit of play. That's what it's supposed to have, though. Okay. I haven't measured it. It's a standard piston, standard rod is what I ordered. Standard rings. Chrome one goes on top. So let's actually stick that ring in there. We're gonna check this, just just to make sure, and I'll do it on video for you guys too. Where the hell's the bevel? That's the bevel there. So let's see what we get here. It should be pretty tight compared to the old ones. It's gonna be a pain doing it one-handed. Oh yeah, much better. Yeah. Alright, we're pretty high up in the cylinder here, but we're gonna go down a little bit. Now what I do, I don't know if I showed you guys the last video or any videos at all. I take a spark plug gauge, and I'm gonna assume that that's already too small for a spark plug gauge, even at 20 thousandths. So that looks really good to me. I don't even know where mine is here. I don't have a feeler gauge down here with me. I know I should. I don't think I got it here. Oh, there it is. Alright, so the minimum on the spark plug gauge is 20. Yeah, it's not even close to going in. So that's probably 10 or so, and that's fine. You could always do the paper method. Piece of paper is 3 thousandths. Since I already have paper here folded from the instructions they gave me, let me go with a smaller one here. 2 pieces should be 6 thousandths. And it just fits in there. I know this is not really the best way to do this, but yeah, it's like 12. Just like 12. So that's fine. That's like perfect. It's kind of what you want. Let's see, we gotta get the bevel here. There's really not much of a difference. They're both sides look pretty damn close, and there's no markings. But I had it in this way, so I'm gonna put it this way. Put that down. Here's the spring. So I think we're good there. Like I said, I haven't checked anything else, but the rings are definitely better than the old ones here. Here's the old ones. Let's put this one in if I can get it off. This is the old one. This is the top old ring. And you can see it's not much, but it is bigger. Not much. So there's those. Here's a gasket set. I already cut it open. I didn't move anything yet. Oil seal. I'm going to put them in first. That's the other oil seal. Exhaust. No, there is no exhaust on this. I don't know. I gotta look at it more. That looks like an exhaust gasket though. Some of these did have, oh, this does have mounting holes, but there's no flange. So we got a couple carb gaskets. That's for the breather, this orange piece, I believe, which this didn't even have one on it, I'm pretty sure, because I would have left it over here. Couple air cleaner gaskets, fuel pump or fuel pump cover gasket. Alright, that's that. This is for the bearing plate. I don't know. I never took out a gasket like that. Extra. One of these gaskets is for the plate. This valve cover plate. One's for that, one's for the actual valve cover. So they give you two. I assume shims for your bearing plate to get your right spacing. I can take that off. So they give you plenty of shims. Points cover gasket. There's that seal again. Oil pan. And a head gasket. Now, I'm already looking at this, and I do not see the compression ring like standard Kohler. I don't even think I have the old one to show you, but usually there's a compression ring that goes around the whole surface of this gasket, and that prevents it from blowing out. I don't think I have one to show you guys the difference. Anyway, these are the cheapy ones. Usually you don't use these. I won't say I never have. I've used these on my little Briggs engines, and they do work. I have used them. We're gonna use this since it came with it, but a lot of times these blow out because they don't have the extra reinforcement around the edge, and that sometimes can be a problem. But we're gonna go with this because this is what we got, and it'll probably work for a while. Even if these go, it's not hard to replace them. You know, I just gotta take the head off. But on this, you gotta take off the gas tank, and then the top tin work for the head. You know, you gotta take off gas tank, and here's the tin work that goes on top of the head, and it's not that hard. We're gonna go with it for now. If the guy has issues, you know, he can either do it or I'll do it for him. It's not a big deal. But that's what we got. So we're gonna go with that. And I was gonna show you guys the carburetor. Here's the carburetor. This came out really nice. It's gonna look good on here. Cleaned it all up, took it completely apart, took out the choke, took out the throttle plates, took out the needles, and took the bowl off, took everything apart in there, and I just went through it, looked at everything, cleaned it good, and painted it with carb paint. This is from Eastwood. It's what's it called? Carburetor. Let me go grab the can for you. Might as well grab the can for you. And it's dark in this side of the basement. Got a big cabinet over here with paint in it. I'm gonna grab this can. This is what I used. It's Eastwood Carburetor 2. This is the bronze color. Just showing you guys what I use. If you like it, you can, you know, obviously buy this. I bought this on eBay, and I bought 2 cans. It's not cheap. It's like $16 a can, and this is a little can. This is only a 5-ounce compared to a paint can, basically, which is the brake clean. Actually, the carb clean would be a normal size paint can. So it's like half size. Seems a bit much, if you ask me, but what are you gonna do? It's basically all you got. You can paint it with regular paint, but as soon as the gas touches it, it's gonna just, you know, make the paint fall off. Oh, this Loctite. So it looks good. I haven't actually tested it yet. I don't plan on getting gas on this, but you know, it will eventually. but it looks good. It makes it look old. I know the old Hollies and some others, I think some Carters were painted this bronze color back in the muscle car days, and I like the looks, especially with the yellow on the block here. It's gonna look pretty nice being a bronze color. But even this, I'll do this to all my carburetors from now on, as long as I take them all apart. Even if you don't, I don't think it'd be a big deal if you painted on the throttle, you know, throttle linkage and the choke linkage there. But at least should take out the needles and clean them up, because the needles always get dirty. And this carburetor is set right back to factory right now. It's got I believe it's 2 turns in the main and 1 1/4 on the idle. So yeah, any questions, let me know. This is really easy to do. I did that in like an hour. Take it apart, clean it. I usually sandblast them. I already had sandblasted it before, so I just scrubbed it down with a wire brush real good. Get any dirt and old paint if you can, and then spray it down with brake clean, and wait for it to dry. Coat it with that. Let it dry again for like an hour, which is what the can says, and hit it again. Just do light, you know, spray. That way you don't get any drips or runs. And this is what I got. It looks real good. This should look nice on here. So, alright guys, I'm going to do another video when I get some work done on this. I'm going to put the seals in, the bearing plate, and the other side of the engine here. And I don't know if you guys saw the governor all on there. Might not. Try and avoid painting all this linkage. It really screws it up because it gets gummed up and it doesn't move at all. That's why I left these bare steel. They work so much better. I cleaned up the spring, and it all seems to work really nice now. So we're going to, you know, all I got to do is tighten up the screw here when I set the governor on the engine when I get it, you know, all together. But yeah, I'll have another video update. Oh, also, when you're doing your valves, I don't know how many of you guys have an issue with getting those keepers in. If I could tilt this block up, it'd be easier. You got your valve springs, you got the little keepers that keep the springs in. Easiest way I found, I got this, you know, the valve spring compressor tool. Stick that in there, compress the spring, flip the block upside down, rest the top of the block on the table here. And as you're doing that, you can kind of slide the keepers in, and they'll sit right where they should, or just about, and gently lit up on the valve spring tool, and they'll kind of sit where you are. You might have to tip it right side up and take a screwdriver and kind of wiggle, you know, wiggle the whole valve spring, and the keepers will slide down right into the groove where it's supposed to be. So there's a good way to do it. I'm not going to show you how to do it because it's a real pain. I tried doing it this way, putting the tool in here and taking them out like this and then putting them back in this way. It's impossible. On the 10s and the 12s you can do it because this opening is bigger, but on the 8, 7 and 8s, this is getting pretty small. So you got to take out this rod. I took this out when I did it, and that makes a lot more room. But that valve spring compressor is pretty damn big. That's meant for the bigger engines, but it does work. So have fun doing that. But like I said, tip the block over and then put your keepers in so they fall down into the that spring, the plate that holds the spring in. I don't know the name of it right now, but I'll do another video for you guys. This one's a little long, but I wanted to show you this kit. That way when you buy this kit, you're knowing what you're getting and there's no surprises. Like I said, it's on eBay. It's $84.99. eBay dealer, I forget his name. I don't know if he's got anything here for his paperwork, but it's all there. Hopefully I get this thing mostly together today, and when I get the piston in, the crank and so on, and get the timing right, I'll do another video for you guys. Alright, we'll see you soon.